I run through the pack like I'm Derrick Henry. Nigga want you like Ben Simmons. I catch a play, got the stick with me. I'm in that late.
Alright, what's good, YouTube? We're going to get into this Titans versus Steelers rescheduled game. There's a lot of things that I noticed from this game that we're going to talk about right now. I'm going to break this up by halves because both halves were totally different games. If you look at the Steelers dominated the first half, and then the Titans really came back and showed some resilience in the second half. So I'm going to jump right into this first half. First thing, big mistakes in special teams. One thing that Tennessee is good at is special teams. We have some special team stars, Chris Milton, Nick Dunbar that we picked up from the Chargers. Our punter is Pro Bowl, and I don't know what happened today, but our long snapper, Bew Brinkley, he had like a couple of low snaps that caused one particular that Brett Kern didn't even, he looked like he had time, but he chose to pick it up and try to make a play with it. No, that's unacceptable. That's not supposed to happen. I don't know what was going on with the special teams defense on Pittsburgh's behalf, but I don't know what happened to Bew Brinkley, but he was just not there today. We also gave up a huge return. It was in the first half. I'm not sure which one it was, but gave up a big return, put them like in field goal position for their first possession. That's not good. It's not going to cut it. And Raymond muffed one. It cost him a couple of yards. Special teams just was not there. Now, these are initial reactions, so I'm not going to dive into it and everything. I'm going to make a separate video for that probably tomorrow. And so I'm just giving initial reactions, what I saw, and just uncharacteristic football. We'll talk about this O-line. TJ Watt had his way with Dennis Kelly. I mean, they struggled to get the run going. I mean, it looked kind of bad. And I want to use this time to actually talk about Isaiah Wilson for a second. Dude, he's got to get it together. I mean, with the reports him being late, the DUI, going to the parties, being quarantined with the COVID. I mean, we used our first round pick on a right tackle for a reason. Dennis Kelly is simply a placeholder. He's not even our true starter. He's supposed to be our swing tackle. You know what I'm saying? So, really, I wasn't more disappointed in Isaiah Wilson watching this game than actually Dennis Kelly. You know, I'm not expecting that. I'm expecting him to come through for us, but I'm not expecting him to just play Pro Bowl level. Like, no, that's what Isaiah Wilson was drafted for. That kid got to step up, or it might be time to even think about drafting another one, because I don't know what's going on, but, you know, that's unacceptable. So, yeah. So, Steelers actually, you know, and Mike Tomlin mentioned how they're similar teams. They really beat us at our own game, especially in the first half. I was paying attention to how actually they are playing the way we're supposed to be playing. They just played it better, and they was able to play it better because of their defense. Time of possession, guys. Look at this. 36 minutes and 37 seconds, Pittsburgh had the ball. 23 minutes, 23 seconds, we had the ball. And in the first half, it was like plus 10 minutes. They were dominating us 18-8 in the first half of time of possession. It was just like they were really beating us at our own game. Now I want to talk about, speaking of defense, I'm talking about our defense and talk about Jonathan Joseph, because, man, I mean, dude is what, 36 years old? It's showing, because he was getting picked on early. I mean, he gave up a huge play that led to a touchdown. I mean, there was one time where it was a crossing route, and he was just standing in the middle, like looking, and he doesn't have the speed to catch up to that player. I mean, I know Dory Jackson is out, but man, cornerback play is really, really hard to watch sometimes. I'm not going to lie. But I will give him his credit. He did have a chance to stop Ebron and from getting a touchdown, and he did make a play there. So good looks on that one. But man, it was tough to watch him play because he was getting picked on, him and Ty Smith. And speaking of Ty Smith, he was so close to getting a deflection, man. So close, but he was not able to make it, bro. So close. That one really hurt, but hey man, we're doing the best we can with these injuries. All right. Also, want to talk about some pass rush in the first half. I'm gonna be real. There was only one time that I seen like, okay, we trying to get Ben, and I don't know if you guys remember. It was early in the no, it was late in the first quarter when they had got all the way to the goal line, and then somebody had got a face mask on Jadeveon Clowney, and it brought him back 15 yards. That first initial push after that, they came with it. They almost got him, but he was able to flick it out to Ebron, which was a great play. I will give him that. Flick it out and able to pick up some yards there. But after that, I don't remember, like, where are they? Dude, where are they? We gotta get a push, man. That is our biggest hurt right now. Besides our corners, if we could get some sacks, that would help out the corners so much. So much. Yeah, James Conner having his way. Like, I don't know what's going on in that first half, but we were not ready. James Conner had his way. There is absolutely not enough fight. Point blank, period. All right, so we're going to jump straight into the second half, get right into it. All right. So going into the second half, I was like, okay, we needed some short throws and we needed longer drives because we were having, 3s and outs, 5-play drives. No, we needed long drives, get the running game going, get Derrick Henry going. Let the O-line eat a little bit and, so we can get back to playing our football and actually get some points on the board. So early on, T.J. Watt was giving us more trouble. Dennis Kelly was still struggling. I was hoping maybe they'd do some doubles, bring in a tight end to block. I don't know. But he was still, but T.J. Watt is an incredible player. But, man, we have got to get up on him. And, yeah, especially on third down defense. Third down defense, they were killing us, bro. We were not being able to get no plays off on third downs. And I want to point out particularly Derrick Henry, who actually got Tannehill sacked on a play in pass pro. And that has been a knock on Derrick Henry is that sometimes he's just not good in pass pro. And I noticed that as soon as that play was over, they brought Jeremy McNichols in, and they usually brought him in on most of the pass protection after that. So, got to get better. Got to catch that on film. Got to know what you're doing out there, man. You can't get Tannehill hurt. Cannot. And he actually took a big play, a big blow, trying to get a first down, trying to get a couple yards. Tannehill's a tough quarterback. All right, we're going to talk about Jeff Simmons because Jeff Simmons probably did have maybe the biggest play on defense besides Jayon Brown towards that end. When Jeff Simmons got a deflection, Jayon Brown got the interception. Jayon Brown actually had a pretty good game. I'm going to talk more about him, but he had a pretty good game. And then that gave Gostkowski a chance to give us a 10-point, be only down by 10 points. And we'll talk about Gostkowski because we already know what happened in the end. And yeah, man, even though we did not play the best game, we did not turn the ball over. And that was probably my biggest thing about coming into the game was no turnovers, even though we still lost. They gave up 3 times. And we're plus 11 in the NFL. We're first in the NFL in turnover to giveaways with plus 11. So that's real good. And there was a time in the second half because they weren't scoring the ball. The defense was looking tired. And you could tell when Spillane got hit by Derrick Henry on that goal line, like they didn't want to tackle him. You know what I'm saying? They were getting hurt. They were getting tired. And it showed because Derrick Henry had ran for that touchdown. So, but yeah. And then speaking of that, A.J. Brown was having a good game. Vrabel called a pretty good game because he was able to, when we went for the fourth down, I almost was like hesitant, but I was like, it makes the most sense. And I was happy because we was able to get a score out of that. But we still was giving up too much on third down plays. Pittsburgh went 13 for 18 on third downs. We only went 5 for 13. That just shows right there, man. That just shows. Like I said, Jayon Brown made a beautiful play at the end of the game on a deflection. He had a pretty good game all around. I'm not going to lie. He played pretty good and almost got hurt there. Yeah, he left it all out there today. And then last but not least, I want to talk about that intentional grounding by Tannehill. Yeah, that was a bad play that cost us some yards, but we be real. That's why I'm like, Dennis Kelly, man, he was really struggling on that right side today, and it showed a lot. And that intentional grounding, yeah, it was Tannehill, but that was some blocking too, man. And also, I just want to talk about Gostkowski missed kick. I'll make this real short because the video getting kind of long. Gostkowski, man, he won us about 3 or 4 games this year. And to be honest, we can't always depend on him to win this game. I'm not mad at Gronkowski. Initially, I was a little pissed that he missed it, but if you really look at our overall season, we needed to lose like this. Understand that we cannot expect Gronkowski to get us a field goal every game. It's not going to happen. We're going to have to play good defense. We're going to have to make good plays. And yeah, I'm not mad at it. So anyway, please like, subscribe, and I'm going to do a full in-depth video talking more about it and stuff come tomorrow. Thank you for watching.